Hello everyone and welcome back to Krystian's Corner and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now you might be asking yourself, Krystian, why are you playing a cutesy game? And the answer is simple. I'm not. This was recommended to me because it is a horror game in disguise, or at least that's what I've been told. I've also been told that it takes a while to get into this. So before the horror aspect starts to show itself, because it tries to convince you that it's like a graphic novel, anime, cutesy dating simulator thing, and then it kind of turns dark. So I'm going to try and keep these episodes short because a lot of this is reading dialogue and looking at pictures. So it'll take a bit of time to get into it. But of course, you have to know what's been going on in order for the other bit to make sense. So it might be hard for some people to digest this in large chunks. So I'll try and keep each episode relatively short, and then we'll go from there. So I don't know how many episodes in the horror aspect will start. Now, as you can see, the very first thing that's come up is this game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. So if you are a child, or if you're an easily disturbed individual, the exit can be found to your left and upstairs. Okay. Oh god, there's more. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit this link. Okay, so you've got the link there. Again, if you suffer from anxiety or depression, read that link, and if you think that it's going to upset you, you can find the exit over there, up the stairs. Right, okay. And it is important to read these things if you suffer with such conditions because it can have a very negative effect. I personally have depression, which I'm on treatment for, so I understand it. But at the same time, this kind of thing isn't going to affect me. This isn't the kind of thing that's going to make me feel bad or unsafe. So, oh god, there's more. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Well, once again, if highly disturbing content is not for you, you can find the exit to the left and up the stairs. All right, okay. Oh, looks like there's going to be a lot to digest here. Team Salvato. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Yes, you said that already. Okay. Well, I'm interested to see where the horror aspect comes in on this. Please enter your name. I need a name that's going to make sense for this situation. There's me being creative. Oh god, so there's someone unknown, question marks, and then they're just going, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to the attention she might draw to herself. I know people like that in real life, one of them sitting behind me. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That's nice, isn't it? That's lovely. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's probably for the best, considering this game is a disturbing horror in disguise. I think that's probably a good thing to do. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Well, that's nice of me, isn't it? Ha ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Don't know why that's her voice. I've just decided that's what she sounds like. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Ah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
I was going to ignore you. I was going to walk away and ignore you, but then something in my head made me not do that, and I think it's probably the game.
That's mean, Chris.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's mean. It's meaner than mean can be. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something, do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. Sayori, fine.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Even if you want to.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Pat on the head. There you go. There's a good girl. Okay. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. They do that, you know, students. They do that thing where they walk from one place to another, and it's called commute. Yes, it is. So,
by the way, Chris.
Yeah, what?
Have you decided on a club to join yet?
Oh, I don't know. What club? What are you talking about? What's she talking about? I don't know what she's talking about. What club? What are you talking about?
I already told you I'm really...
Oh, that's me. I'm giving myself her voice now, aren't I? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Apparently this is a conversation we've had at some point in the past. I haven't been looking either, so there. Sorry.
Ah, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? Oh, I must have been drunk. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, sounds about right. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Well, I don't know about the anime bit, but games definitely. I mean, I like some anime, but it depends what it is because some of it's trash.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college.
I don't need social skills. Who in this day and age needs social skills? I certainly don't need social skills.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know.
Well, it's not important to me. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What the fuck is a NEET? In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. Thought I was in the real world, but okay. That's fine.
You trust me, right?
No, I don't trust anyone. This is a game that is pretending to be something it isn't, and it's actually a horror game. So I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone else that we might meet. I don't trust anybody in the entire fictional world that we are in right now. I don't. No.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, bloody hell. Oh, look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. No promises, because I don't make promises I can't keep, because I don't do that. No, I don't. No, I don't do that.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Gosh, she's persistent. Alright, I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Just be a good little creature and go away somewhere. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. I'm asking myself that question right now, actually, because that does seem to be a thing that's happening, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Again, I would agree with that too. I would, yes. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Not sure I'd agree with that last bit. I'd probably just scuttle away quietly. The school day is over. Sorry. Allow me to get my thoughts together so that I don't speak like a good English bad person. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That does kind of sound like me, to be honest. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori.
Hello.
Oh no, she's back. She's back and she's being weird again. Sayori, what? What do you want? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out staring at a wall, which is something I like to do, and she's disturbing my wall starage. I'm not happy with that. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in the classroom, except I'm not because she's there.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Don't be impressed by me being worse than you. That's degrading, that is. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club, you silly person. Go to your own club. Off you go to your clubs of wonder.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
No, what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Oh no. Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Maybe.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club, don't you know? Apparently, she is. She's one of those vice president people that helps run things in a club of thing. Club thing. Club thing. She is. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be good fun to start a new club. That sounds about right, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it does. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, so be on with you. On with you! Be away! Be gone! Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Why? Why do you care so much?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Who the fuck is Natsuki?
Don't make promises you can't keep. You shouldn't do that. It's not good for you. It's not good for you or anyone else for that matter. I think I'm being peer pressured into things that I shouldn't be doing. Yes, especially because this is a horror game in disguise. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I'm going to go with the latter. I think that she's a manipulative little demon, and I think that she has planned all of this out to make it look like she's innocent, and she's in fact being a really naughty person. So I apparently let out a long sigh. That's something I did. I don't remember doing that, but I did it. Okay, I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Now, be gone with you. Yeah, let's go. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, there's worse things to sell your soul for. You know, you could sell your soul for a crop harvest. I don't know. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Yes, she does. She gets hold of it and goes, wah! Like that. She does that. Yes, she does. Everyone, the new member is here. I'm not a new member. I haven't agreed to join. I haven't agreed to join anything as of yet. Okay, so don't call me that. That's a very naughty, manipulative move you're doing there, you naughty person. I told you, don't call me that. See, my own character agrees with me. There we go. I told you not to do that, you bad person. Now, go away. I glance around the room, looking for anything strange that might be happening in the area. Which is a thing. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Don't know why she sounds like an old man, but apparently she does. Sayori always says nice things about you. Yes, she does. Girl 2, she's got a brat vibe about her. Okay.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Who's this then? Girl 3. Ah,
Chris, what a nice surprise.
you realise I'm not going to remember which voices are given to whom, and it's all going to start being a bit weird. You realise this, right? You realise this. Oh, well, I've already forgotten. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
Her voice is easy to remember because she's a brat.
What are you looking at? You want to say something? Say it.
Sorry, what are you going on about, you strange individual? Go on.
That's okay.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Nazuki, is one I don't recognise. Apparently I don't recognise her. That's the thing that's good, isn't it? It's good that I don't recognise her, because if I did recognise her, that would have meant I was hanging out with a brat, and I don't want to be doing that. No, I don't. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's another reason not to be hanging out with her then. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Yeah.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then returns back to the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. No, don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Suzuki. I'm not surprised, to be honest. One of them's hyper as fuck, and the other one's a brat. So, you know, I can understand why that might be the case. I can. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you all, apparently. Hi. Yeah, we're doing that. Yep. Sayori.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Oh, it's great to see you again.
No, we're not giving her that voice. That's weird. Monica smiles sweetly. Stop it. Don't do that. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Well, that's always a good thing, isn't it? Basically, completely out of my league. Well, that's good, because she looks a bit strange, if you ask me. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little weird. You too, Monica. You too, Monica. Monica. Yeah.
Come sit down, Chris. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Who says I want to? Who says I want to sit next to you or Monica? Maybe I want to leave. Yeah, since you've basically imprisoned me in this club room. Natsuki.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little
Too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? Yes, because tea making just because everyone likes a good cup of tea. You know me, I'm British, so I love a good cup of tea. Yeah, let's culturally stereotype my culture now, shall we? Because I actually prefer coffee to tea most of the time, to be fair. Yes, I do. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Well, that's a bit weird, because, yes, we just sit at a desk. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Well, that's always good, isn't it? Natsuki and Yuri walk blah 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 blah. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the classroom where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Maybe she's a closet cupcake. Sorry. I couldn't resist that. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Nazuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, ah! That was weird. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Why? Why are they cats? I don't want to eat cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Well, that sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Yeah. Sayori apparently thinks that's cute. Apparently she does. Monica, I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Ah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one, or I'll eat them all myself.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Don't know why her voice changed then. It didn't come out as intended. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. That's just so ladylike, isn't it? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite at, and probably wondering if it's drugged or something, because, you know, horror game. Nazuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Does she want to know how I feel about it? Does she want to know if I like it? Does she want to slap me if I don't? We will find out when I press this button. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Nice cupcakeage. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said that you made them because of a new member and stuff. Yeah.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. Dummy.
Alright, whatever. Go away. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation because that's probably a good thing to do because she sounds like a psycho case. Yes, she does. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission, you know. Yes, they do. They give us all of the permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Maybe. I don't know. Monica, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's trying to do the impressing thing. Trying to do the impressing thing. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be... tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me, which she shouldn't do, because I don't like it. It's weird. So what made you consider joining the literature club? I was afraid of this question because, you know, I was kind of forced into it, wasn't I? It wasn't really a choice that I made for myself. It was something that was done to me. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs lately, so Sayori really happy. Yeah, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Monica, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home here, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. I don't like politics either. That's that thing that politicians do. They're everywhere. Politicians are everywhere. And if you are a politician watching this video and you're offended by what I just said, I don't apologise. Right. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Oh, I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something out of it. Yes, well. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Oh!
Monica is really good leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially if it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worth the while. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Yes, it does. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. We'll do our best.
You know it.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Chris, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, I don't know. Really. I bet my character's going to say manga because of that comment at the beginning. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I told you he was going to say manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. It's probably for the best because she's a brat. Yuri, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change, can't it? Yes, it can. What am I saying? What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What about you? What kind of things do you like to read? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger, because that's an important detail to add. That's an important detail. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, I can relate to that, because people can be weird. People can be weird at times, can't they? Yes, they can. I wouldn't know anything about that, would I? No, because I'm not weird, am I? No, I'm not. Right. But you know what? I like a lot of things. I think a lot of people like a lot of things. That's probably a bit of a weird thing to say. Stories with such deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I don't know. Never really thought about it, to be honest with you. But yes, probably. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock, because I am a rock. I have a rock suit and everything. I dress up as a rock and I go and sit in the garden. Yes, I do. Monica. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. No, I wouldn't. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at challenging the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind! That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
What?
Gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I don't. I mean, it's impressive, I guess, but I don't care particularly. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes, which I'm happy about.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Yuri, I understand how Natsuki feels. Hearing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Monica, do you have any writing experience? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example. It helps Natsuki feel more comfortable. Feel comfortable enough to share hers. My God. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I must finish this episode here before we run over time because, as I said, this is going to be quite a lot to digest in a large episode. Thank you all so much for watching. This is only the first episode, and I am told that this turns into quite the disturbing horror game. So for those of you who are into that sort of thing, stay tuned because it will happen at some point. As I said, I'm going to try and keep these short because there's a lot to digest in one thing. I will repeat the warning that was at the beginning of the game in every single episode of this to remind people, because I don't want someone accidentally watching this, not knowing that, and then getting disturbed. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, the start of this series, then let me know down in the comments, press the button and all that stuff, and ring the bell and do the thing. And if you didn't, then don't, because that would be silly. And as always, I will see you next time. Farewell!